It's time for the jump ball segment here on Harness Night School, and it's time for our side bet results and our wager for this week. And ladies and gentlemen, we have a tie. TJ has pushed into a tie with TK in our side bet extravaganza, and not only did he push into a tie, but he beat Tom at his own home racetrack to do it. TJ, what happened, buddy?
Tom and I each picked our 5 favorite horses from all the Super Night races, and Tom, I'll give him credit. Each one of his horses hit the board, but they're hitting the board for 240, 220. I mean, it wasn't going to add up. I come with a 1460 winner in the last race, and I ended up beating him by about a dollar, I think. So kudos to me.
He calls them his super horses. I call them my stupor horses. That's what they put me in.
In the last race, he needed every dollar of that to pass you up in the stretch, Tom. When that horse crossed the finish line, did you think about TJ at all and the fact that he may have beaten you?
No, I just remember disposing of many tickets. I probably should have written his name down on each one of them as I tore them up.
Well, earlier in the show when we did the Open, I noticed that Tom had a White Sox hat on. Now it looks like a White Sox championship hat on. And we saw earlier tonight that Tom's pennants had to be conducted a little bit differently, but we had an awful lot of fun with that. TJ, I guess in the last 2 weeks, Tom couldn't find a Detroit hat anywhere. I really can't believe that that's possible.
That's what he says, but when I should have had my Tigers hat on when I saw him at the jug, but we had so many things going on that we're lucky, like you said, we're lucky to be back here and taping again this week.
Well, Tom,
I even looked at U.S. Cellular for a Tiger hat. They wouldn't sell one there.
Why would they sell a Tiger hat at U.S. Cellular Field? You think you want a Detroit fan coming in there and buying a hat and displaying their allegiance to the major opposition in the division?
I think they were afraid of it using as kindling.
Well, Tom, it's now 5-5, as I mentioned, and we're tied, and TJ has now an opportunity to pass you. And I remember him acting very cocky a few weeks ago, and so far he's put his money where his mouth is. It's time for you to take the lead back. What's going to be the side wager for this week, TK?
We're going to go with the poker hand theory again, Joe. We like your premise of that little wager, so we're going to do it again. We're going to use the Bluegrass Stakes on a Friday night at the Red Mile, and some of the finest in the sport will be on display that night. So TJ and I are going to do the same thing, try to put together our best poker hand and see who comes out ahead.
So TJ, we have 7 races to choose from, and you're going to give us 5 horses. Is that the deal?
That's right.
All right, well, it's tied 5-5 in our side bet extravaganza. Tom Kelley has become a Detroit Tiger fan, at least for one night. Have a good time during the rest of this night school session, and TK and TJ will reveal their side bet picks shortly.